7. Welcome. This is a 21 plus reading, raw, uncut, unfiltered, unbiased reader. I don't know what the messages will be before the messages come out. So please take only what resonates with you and leave the rest. Suggestions, questions, and comments can be left in the comment section below. This is a general plus a collective reading. It won't resonate with every single one of you. And if it does not resonate, please check out some of the other videos in the playlist along with before you go. Make sure you subscribe, like, share, hit the bell notification along with the thumbs up. Hey, 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 hey. How are you guys today? I have your messages for today. So, this message has been brought to you today by Pissed Off. Pissed Off, okay? Pissed Off has been brought to you today. They hit the floor, y'all. They just everywhere. The energy is so strong. Taurus, the bull energy is coming. We are that cusp energy. Just a second, y'all. I'm going to dip down here and get these cards that fell on the floor yesterday that I didn't get. So I will get them now. Okay, and what fell on the floor was harmony. Negotiations will bring me justice and peace. So something's gonna bring some justice, no peace. Somebody might be protesting against something. Okay, somebody 2 of Wands here might be protesting against something or waiting on somebody else. Okay, under harmony and our not negotiations. There's also something about a zombification here. The absence suddenly appears clairvoyance, narcissy. It's a Scotland Yard, matches that identifies buried, living dead, suffering, voodoo priest, 2 years from now. Don't make it easy for them. There is no such place as eternal damnation after death. 2. Oh, baby, and the King of Wands. Oh, baby. Alright. Keep praying over your home is here. It's a lot of stuff here. The Adonis, the handsome mortal, the beauty and youth of Adonis. Repairing of those two figures in death and rebirth. Okay, that's what they're talking about. Death and rebirth. Something is ending, something is beginning. Hey, you guys, welcome. Something is ending, something is beginning. So this is talking. Somebody offered. Somebody offered, not a cups. They offered. Came in offering. King of Pentacles. Not much to offer. But his bang-a-lang, dang-a-lang. This is swords, though. He don't know what to think about it. This is actually swords. Just cut it out, though. But strength. And then the Ten of Pentacles of a success. But they voted off from something before that. And the Ace of Swords. That was the truth or something. Okay, let's talk about this message, okay? Let me see here what this is all about. Somebody offers you something here. Maybe you told them no. You turned your back on the offer before. 2 of Wands. You turned your back on the offer before. This is unhealthy attachment to an addiction to a situation or a circumstance here. Somebody that turned their back. You turned the back on you. But then when you turned your back, they were doing undermining things here under addictions or obsessions or rebellion or constraints here. What is that? What is it? You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make them non-committal because you wouldn't take their offer. But this was a person that was unavailable in the first place, though. This is somebody that was unavailable in the first place. The way this came in here, this was a person that was unavailable in the first place, so you became independent. Okay, and safely. Now it was a safe place for you here with comfort. This was safety was your your best comfort here. Hey, hey, hey. Safety was your best comfort here. Against an addict or somebody that had an addictive personality or addicted to something or someone or a vice, manipulation, or control. Talk about this king here under the King of Pentacles under in the reverse. So, in the reverse. So, watch your back. It's the enemy in this energy. So the devil will play a hand here. Two player. And this is rebuilding a connection. But see, this building a reconnection came in because of some type of situation here where you didn't feel safe. This is you playing a player's hand. Okay, so when they say don't hate the player, because this is the player here, and hate the game with strategy. Okay, and then we got the heartbreak, and this is where things get shattered here. Shattered dreams, shattered truth. The truth comes out over a lie, something like that. This is the grass is greener, and that's what's possible here. But they say grass is only greener where you tend it, where you tend to it. Hey, and grass will only be greener where you tend it, right? And this person might tend to think the grass was greener on the other side with the enemy here. This talks about watch your back here. So with the grass being greener on the other side for a person, place, or a thing, for a subject of matter, okay, and topic, okay, they pissed off. It made them mad, okay. Let's see. Because you played the game like the game should have been played, seven. Right. This was their insecurities that they was addicted to you or what you had to offer, but they wasn't willing to be committed to the situation at hand because of hang-ups, insecurities that kept them with that was their self-esteem, keeping them in an insecure, which made them more addicted to the situation or how to go about it. So which made them more undermining than anything else. Like kind of like the hand that bite the hand that feeds you kind of energy. But their self-esteem, so you pulled out because you didn't feel safe because of this person's insecurities. You couldn't trust this person. This person was dependable. This person was dependent or codependent. Okay, dependent more because they depended on your energy, they depended on your time, and they depended on what you had to offer more than they depended on what they had to offer here on the safety. So this is where you might have pulled out, and some people can see this right away, and sometimes it takes people time over time to see things like these things. Okay, and that's also just being more in tune with people's conversation. The new rhetoric and the new words people use and how they use it in text. And when you don't know what a person means, speak up and say, what did you say? Or what did you mean by that? Don't let a person slide with stuff because you don't know what a person might have been thinking when they say a certain thing to you or in whatever context they say it to you in. You know what I mean? Because people use lingo. I'm going to use it in lingo like loose change running around in your pocket. You know what I mean? You can have a lot of pennies in there. You can have a mixture of nickels, dimes, quarters, and pennies. But you can also have just a pocket full of silver. You know what I mean? Silver dollars. You know what I mean? But this depends how you play this strategy. This is a plan, a plot, and a strategy because this person tried to play something against you in this energy. Okay, this is the enemy they told you in the future position energy. That's what they talked about. You know what I mean? They say this is where this person will try to. The coin's gonna talk about years, right? They talked about a year. So when we came in the energy of wands, right? We came under wands. So that's talking about the fire. That's the summer days. This is talking about a creation of a situation that's starting in summer where passion could be arising, right? But that's looking forward to it, right? In a situation too. But then we had the cups that came in here that talked about how wordy and emotionally and how things could happen in the fall months of a situation or circumstance, right? But then we talk about like duality in a situation too, like being double-minded of a situation or doing it double fisted or double lifed it. Do like you live in a double life or something like that. Okay. And then we got the knight and the king. Back to the king. King would be the authority of it, right? And then the strength. And then it says the energy would be the death of a situation, because I talked about in the beginning it was only two under the Adonis, beauty and youth, death and rebirth. Comparing these two figures in death and rebirth. Okay, that's that. That's that. And then we talked about, in this position, we talked about the past, but it's an internal now, though, and the situation. And that's the addiction. That's the safety and comfort. So that means you were safe to move about here, even when you was in frequency of moving and exchanging or changing the situation. This is non-committal, okay? Non-committal, because you became independent of when you wasn't getting what you deserved in a relationship. You become independent. I'll do it myself. You'll get the attitude, I'll do it myself energy. If you can't do it, somebody else will energy. Okay? Another man junk is another man treasure energy under non-committal. Because if you not committing to me, then why should I stay committed to you? Okay? If you could freely talk around and be with other people, why can't I? What's good for you is definitely got to be good for me, right? Under what's good for the goose is good for the gander. Okay? And that would be for the internal now solution or situation. That's that. Now we come over here to the King of Pentacles in reverse, the Two of Spades, and the King of Clubs. Okay, and it still talks about a relationship still. Talks about rebuilding it as well, and reconciling over a situation, right? But it talks about, in this present situation, it talks about the central energy of it. What's external? So what's outside of this energy? External, right? So what externally is causing, this situation to be, right? Because it's external to what is close to the near future, right? It's close to it. You know what I mean? And then the next position will be your long term or long time, or likely outcome of right here. Because this is what the watching your back mean. And then the grass ain't greener of possibilities on the other side. Okay, that's what that means there. And also trusting your intuition. Like, that's something that you're going to have to really work with. Trusting your intuition when things get like this. Like, sometimes people don't always tell you, what's going on, right? Because over here, your intuition may tell you more quicker than your partner may, okay, in this energy, okay, under addiction, because they might be addicted to your energy, they might be addicted to your cooking, they might be addicted to your loving, they may be addicted to, with them having self-esteem issues and insecurities, and you having safely and comfort here. That means that you comfortable where you are, and they might be insecure and not comfortable where they are, okay. It says, HM, what do I do if my penis keeps what? Tie it around your waist. Okay? Get some duct tape and tie it around your waist. Okay? That's what you do. Okay? And then when you're ready to take it off, you pull it back and rip it off quick so it don't hurt. That's all. Okay? That's all you do. And if that don't do, right, if that don't work out for you, since we playing head games today, okay, so you want to know how and why it hit your knees while you jogging, like I said, get a belt tied around it, or I say tape, that they got a good tape by, I think it's called Max Scotch tape, or it's real heavy duty masking tape, and you just take it and tie it around your waist along with your parts that's dangling to your knees. Okay. All right, let's get going. We got too much interruptions with these nonsense questions and answers. So please, we're going to cut the comment section off today. Mm, mm, okay. Now, we'll go from here today. I apologize that we have to do that. We might do it a little later on in the message, but all the questions I get from the same people, no donations, I cannot do it every single day. You know, today is Friday. If you would like to donate, if you would like to super chat the live, that is more than, welcome. But everybody, the same people that come asking the same questions every single day, you guys do that on TikTok as well. Okay, y'all guys do that on the TikTok. You know, I appreciate y'all coming in, but at the same time, you know, you got to give other people a chance to bring their energy too. So we got I'm sorry and an apology coming under this enemy, and then we got the romantic feelings, but they're in reverse. Okay, because these possibilities are not real and true for this person, place, or thing. Okay, like I said, they're pissed off that they can't get next to you. This is what they want to get back to. They want to get back next to you on reconciliation. They can't get there because they played a strategy here. They played a game. They played something here, a hand with the masculine energy showing here is the king. Okay, they played a hand here. It could be man or woman or man, but they said it was negative. It was a negative enemy here that is for you to warn you to watch your back. This is also apology. So this is not a true apology from this person either as well. And also the romantic feelings that you may feel may not be the same feelings that they feel because it came in reverse too. Okay, so the grass is greener on the other side. Maybe for them, maybe they felt like that other person gave them more validation. Maybe that person had more money to offer. Maybe that person had a bigger supply of something that they liked or wanted or was willing to give. But you stopped giving because you saw through the mask. But when the other person sees through the mask, that's going to fall through too. Because the grass won't be greener on the other side either. Okay? Let's talk about this energy, you guys, that came through. Yeah, very pissed off. This is the North Node. This is still you being positive. Because the North Node will take you to a positive energy. Okay? Okay, so that's the North Node that's bringing in positive energy for you. Through the negative of the addiction of pissed off. Somebody is definitely pissed off. Pissed off because of their own insecurities. It's got nothing to do with you. It's not you. It's them. In some situations, they be like, it's not you, it's me. But in this energy, it's not you, it's them. Okay? This is lovers, but the Ace of Swords here says this is a new idea, breakthrough, and realizing the truth here under these insecurities. But the lover shows up here for heartbreak. But then they also says the Four of Coins is here, materialism here of the grass being greener on the other side. Why is the grass greener on the other side? Thank you for watching 30 seconds of the ad. It helps the algorithm of the YouTube as well. And come on back and so you can receive your message. Okay, so this is a control, focus, and willpower here of the chariot, but it also lacks direction when it comes in of which way do I go of the crossroads. The strength here, courage, and overcoming. This is also the control of a situation. This is also controlling themselves with the urge to come back towards you with reconciliation. But if you're positive and you saying no with no contact and separation, maybe this person wants to reach out to you in this energy. This is them feeling vulnerable, or you not feeling vulnerable enough for them to manipulate you again or control. This is not your weakness anymore. This is also self-doubt, okay? Because you doubt this person's ability to change here. Yeah, this was a tower moment. It's going to remain a tower moment. Okay? If it was a tower moment, it's an upheaval for them, you, them. Okay? In this energy, this is a broke B deck. This is my broke B deck. And this could be a broke B. Okay? I don't know, man or woman, woman or man. Okay? This is tower moment here. This is also this is a destruction. I told you when the devil comes in a situation or a circumstance, it is going to cause an ending. okay, to something or someone. Okay, and this is also a catastrophe. It could be a big catastrophe. It could be a big dramatic situation with you, them, you. But also it could be very catastrophe. You could have like the bridge opens up, or a big pothole opens up in the center of the road. Okay, this the road starts to open up. That kind of catastrophe. You can come home to a catastrophe. You can come home where something has overflowed, like the laundry room, the bathtub, okay, the sink where it overflows, okay, that's the catastrophe here. This is a feelings of emotion, so it could be emotionally overflowing with an upheaval, okay, where you fear of change comes in, and it comes in a really strong for you guys, okay, avoiding this turbulence here, or this inevitable situation, trying to, or you think you know dodged a bullet here, but this is also liberation of a situation under the tower moment. Okay, it gets very intense there. It's a suspense, it's a thrill. Okay, it's also a chill too. Okay, this is the death of it here. Okay, this is where it centers itself here, of new beginnings. It also talks about a transformation. It also talks about powerful movements forward, onward. Okay, not looking back to something that you know is a devastation or a catastrophe. The death of a situation, it's hard for a situation to die, right? And it may be hard for you to let go of this person and for this person to let you go. The longer the absent the mind goes from a person, a place, or the thing, it distances itself. Okay? This is resisting change here of the inevitable again. Twice it came here with the, because the upheaval of the tower says that it was definitely going to be uh, avoiding it, but this also says the inevitable ending. You try to avoid this inevitable ending, but in the end, it's inevitable. It has to happen because it's the lesson. It's the test. It's to test you, to let you know, do you want to repeat this cycle? Okay. Okay, this is to let you know that this addict is still addicted. Okay, to whatever circumstance or situation they're in. Even if they're going back to a situation, wanting to rebuild a situation with a baby's mama, with a baby's daddy. It's a rebuilding situation. If you the one looking at this message, man or woman, woman or man, depending on what the situation or circumstance is. If that person is seeking attention from someone else or something else, that's already your red flag. Okay, with the death, that's already your sign. That's already your synchronicity. Okay, that is already the player playing his hand already with the player. I don't know if you guys can see that. That's the player, the lovers, and this is a player playing two lovers here. I got two lovers and I love them both the same. Let me tell you about my first lover. 2323 might resonate with you. Okay, that first lover might treat you fine. He might treat you kind. Let me tell you about my second lover. That person might do everything that person wants them to do. Okay, at their beck and call. Okay, this is faith, renewal, and healing. This is also the third party. This is overindulgences. This is happiness, though. They happy when they party with that third party. Okay, that person may bring out the best in them, they think. Okay, for the moment. Okay, because while they got your energy, that's the energy they gonna be going over there to present. Right, presenting this person as you. Now that's you, all your energy. But when that energy runs out, watch what happens. 2424 might resonate with you on the unsocial, under cancel plans, and also under bad friends. Okay, because they don't know that this is a bad friend. They think this friend is their friend till the end. Howdy ho, ha ha ha. Wasn't that Chucky? So they friends with Chucky, or the cousin to Chucky at that. Let's talk about it here under Clarify the lovers. Ace of Swords. Clarify this Ace of Swords here. Ace of Swords talking about a new idea, breakthrough, and realizing the truth. Talk about you realizing this truth here. Talk about it. That they were celebrating with this third party. Overindulgences with this third party. And this also they uh, uh unsocial with you while they were with the third party. This is fear of you finding out under limitations. But possibilities, it was endless before. You had, the upheaval came when you limit their possibility of having their cake and eat it too. That's when you limit it. 25 might resonate with you. But when you limit their, because there were so many possibilities there, they were endless, you know. But when the upheaval came is when you decided there wasn't a lot of limitation, because when they couldn't have their cake and eat it too, right? That's when fear set in. I'm losing out. I'm losing. Player. Let's talk about the player here. Player from the Himalaya. I just saw. Now that's what stood up on my hand. But just before I got to there, I saw twin flame, right? So before that, it could be before Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, Water, Ace, right? Player. That's the player in here. This is their truth of expression. These are the messages of Mercury and the communications that they might be giving you. This is also what they want you to know. It's a damn facade or charade. Okay? And this is where you might have believed them, and this is where your beliefs came in, that this person was being authentic. But I told you, they was wearing a mask. I could see the mask when I came in the energy. But they said this twin flame is in reverse because these is fated for this lesson to take place in its energy of the tower. Right? The spirit guide says, we is guiding you, but you wasn't listening because that came in reverse. These said they these toxic tower moments, toxic patterns that you bound yourself to with the devil here, that of rebirth, death to one thing and a renewal and a new beginning to a new one, transcending the unity. Okay, now you're going to transcend this unity to something new. Okay, you're going to put a death to it, and now we're going to transcend unity to something new where you're more balanced with the situation or circumstance. Okay, wow, because the past lacked a lot that you needed. The past lacked a lot. It kept you suffering in neglect of love and affection, the things that you deserve. Not that you didn't need to argue with nobody every single day. You didn't need to be blamed for nothing every single day. Okay? If love wasn't abound, where you could be good morning, enjoy your day, and then what was the purpose of being together? You know, a relationship is something that needs to be worked on. And if y'all gonna be nasty to each other, what's the purpose of being with each other? If you're gonna be nasty to each other, you could be nasty to yourself if you wanted to be nasty, mean, talk self down, talk yourself. Let alone let another person come into your energy that calls themselves loving you to down talk you, call you dirty names, make you feel low, cuss you out, fuss with you for what reason? What is that person's value? And I know you probably want to respond, you guys, but I got the comments off because, like I said, we getting a lot of, you know, um, my channel is getting a lot more popular, so I'm getting a lot more unfiltered people, you know, because my videos are not filtered or anything. My filters are just as they come because remember, I don't have the equipment right now to do upload videos for you. My only option right now is lives for you right now. Okay, so that's why I do lives. So until our system is up better, this is how we doing our system. So I appreciate you guys talking in the comments, but just give me some time. So at the end, I'll turn on the comment section if you would like to ask questions at the end around the 50 mark. If you want to keep timestamp on that, on the 50 mark, we're right now at 29:22. So if at the 50th mark, 50 minutes in, you would like to start asking questions, I will open up the comment section and you guys can start asking questions and I will answer them at the end. Okay, so that part is for you guys. So like again, tap the screen for the heart button as well. If you would like to super chat the live, that is available as well. And yeah, thank you for joining. I appreciate you guys. joining the lives as well. This person could be very silent with you guys right now. He could be very silent with the facade here. They could be very silent because you've wounded them. Okay, they have to think of another master plan on the strategy. They have to think of another master plan because with the coming on, you know what? I didn't even bring my notepad, but I know we got the God of Cricket coming in one of these days in the month. I think it's the 23rd or something like that. The God of the Cricket, and he's really actually called the Master Blaster or the Little Master. So the God of Cricket is coming in, and that just threw me into that mindset of this could be like this person Jimmy Crack Corn, and I don't care. That remember he was a cricket, you know, in in the show of they didn't care. He didn't care about nothing. He didn't care about what he was doing. So this person might not care either. Okay, Spirit God. Let's talk about this here. Oh, I have some down here under the chariot and under the four coins here of this materialism here. This is what they talked about here. This talks about how they value and hold on to different things that's dependent on you or dependent on the situation. Okay, that's what's dependent on the material. But there's also making large purchases. Okay, just I told you this person might buy somebody's love, buy somebody's attention, buy them a big like PlayStation. You know what I mean? They don't really even got to play a place to play the PlayStation, but if somebody buys them a big purchase, you know what I mean? Just to make them feel like they're bigger or more important or wasting their time, really. Because that person ain't they're gonna sell that to the next. Anyway, this is a control and focus on the willpower here, but this is also lack of direction. This is aggression, and this is powerlessness here. This is the powerless of the chariot, not knowing which way to go. But patterns say they do know which way to go because the feelings of romance is only because they can't get under you. The reason is they can't get under your skin. They can't get a reaction from you that is like a chasing. Like you feel like you chasing them again. Because once they showed you their mash, you might have pulled back under here, under this safely and comfort. Because now it's like non-committal. I ain't really interested. Like unrequited love. Once they get to non-committal, you ain't. That's like unavailable or unrequited. You ain't really interested in putting the work in. That's what that says when it's non-committal. That says I'm independently working on myself, on what I'm working on my own projects there. I ain't addicted to this situation. I can take it or leave it with the addict here. And I'm safe in comfort here. And there's limitations and fears because that's where the insecurities came in here. Could be a Pisces, Libra, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Strong Pisces, Cancer because it's an ace. Strong. Two of Wands. It could be a fire sign. It could be Aries, Leo, Sag. It also could be Cups, like I said. It could be Strength, Leo. Definitely strong Leo with the Strength. And then Two of Wands, Two of Swords. It could be an air sign, Aquarius, Gemini. Okay. And Strength. Okay. And then let's see. Oh, and then I didn't still look at this here. So we got the third eye of clarification, of clarity, and then we have the self-care. The self-care is in reverse with the charity because the reason why that's there because you didn't know which way to go. You didn't know which way this was going to take off. This person was going to stay with you or go with the other person. So the other person, I told you that person might have made a big purchase for this person, bought him a car, gave him something that, you know what I mean, that's valuable to them and invaluable to you. Okay, so something like that. So then we got a baby, something like that. A new baby might come in with the past love here. This is also, let's see what the energy is pulling in on that. The baby's here on that for that energy. Could be a new baby. So they pulled off because they got somebody else pregnant or in a relationship with somebody that's pregnant. They don't know if it's theirs either. They don't know if it's their baby either because they was partying with a third party that was celebrating with parties. And now it's like unsocial with this person. Hell, yeah, they might have a sick. They might be. We're gonna clarify these phobias. This is still that same limitation of fears. and the Celtic. The Celtic cross says that it's a lot of other situations that's going on in this situation with the Celtic here. Because I would have to pull a whole reading on the Celtic cross. The Celtic cross would say that there was a timeline of 9 of different things that had went and took place. It was a time and place of things and circumstance with this Celtic energy. And that's the stuff that they don't want you to know with the phobias here. Let's talk about the health. Talk about health here. Health talks about detachment and cold, but it came in reverse, so it's more cold about health. It's about mentally cold, mentally distant, mentally health wise. It's really putting a damper on them when it's like in cold and distant. They got detached from the situation, but they still fragment about what happened between you and them. Okay, with baby, who's the baby? No, that might be them being a crybaby too. Remember that in that energy too. That could be them being a crybaby, crying over you, crying over the situation that they lost. Okay, yeah, feminine. That's you. That's you. That's them crying over you. Or crying over the loss or whatever karmic lesson this is of an addict, and they could be just an addict, crying that they can't change their lifestyle here on the baby. Okay, baby, 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 in my Shanti voice. Celtic. Celtic says that this is where, remember that there's a situation of an awakening here. You learned something here. You know something here. You got knowledge of something here, of awakening. They rest their hand. The spirit guide said, this is the signs and synchronicities that we told you, okay, on the phobias. This is clarity and self, that the seasons changed, okay? Seasons changed, okay? In September, or, because this is when the season changed. Okay? On the phobias, that the changes of the season, this was a fear for them of limitations that you found out. I keep telling you, found out. Control, that they was controlling the tactic about a situation that someone's stepping in their face of, or playing in yours, because this is a player here, silently playing in your face. Okay, back of the deck. Self-love. So you still played the right position of self-love, the creation of your own self, whatever you wanted to go toward, and then whatever intentions you could see as the high priestess, you could see their intentions straight away. So maybe that's where you became cold and distant. You could see the stray in them, okay, or to stay away from them. But this is them being pissed off that they can't get your reaction or get under your skin. Okay, so let's talk about it here under stability. The stability is the harmony. So this is what they tried to balance. This is where they tried to flow, go with the flow, and the flow was clinging to the past of these phobias. These flow was the third eye of of materialism, or hoarding, or security, because they was insecure over here about being addicted to you or the situation, or it was a season of festivities at one point. That's the season of festivities. This is what tells me that. This is a festivity of, it could be all kinds of festivities going on here under this season. That's the phobias that you would find out that Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn, that's this season coming in, and the next season, that's April. So Taurus starts on the 20th, 2020. 420, right? Taurus starts. So in this season of Earth grounding coming in, you will find out about, okay, the festivities that have been going on over here that you didn't know about. You will find out about them. Under the lovers that's in the bed together, you'll find out about that also. You'll find out about why this was a shattered situation or circumstance. You'll find out about that. You'll find out about this communication, this emotional communication with a Pisces, a Scorpio, or a Sagittarius, or a Cancer. You'll find out that there was a tactic between them. Okay? You'll find out that they had a belief that it was only an illusion of a facade. Okay? Fantasy, shared fantasy. These are the dream weavers. They dream weaves dreams together. Okay? These are your imaginative allies. They are imaginative. They put their imaginative minds together and they become allies of love with this lover energy here, with this King of Wands. He magnetized them with his wand. Okay, he magnetizes them. Well, in some instances they would call them dickmatized, but their magnetism of lust. Okay, well, that would be your temptation. Okay, and that would be your perversion in some instances. Okay, as well, if they can't get enough of normal. See, people don't realize that pornography is something that is a perversion. of the mind. Okay, because it's not normal. Normal people don't just go around doing things like that on a normal daily basis, on everyday or record. Like we don't just do that. If I'm gonna make out, you're gonna make out, and it's gonna be what it is. But let's talk about it here under the king. Fierce. Okay, so that's vulnerable and guarded. You guarded against this person's place of things. Facades. You're guarded. The spirit is letting you know, put your guard up because you need to be guarded against this person's emotions, because they might come with a lot of emotions, playing on your heartstrings, making you feel like inspiration that things is going to be better, or going to work out with reconciliation or rebuilding, or something like that. But they said this is just a facade. It's not the real thing because of addiction to something else or someone else that is non-committal to them, somebody else that they can't have, okay, or something. Okay, this is their insecurities of their self-esteem. Okay, this is a wonderland adventure, okay, to them. Okay, all of it is wonderful. Okay, you wonderful and she's wonderful. This is a wonderful adventure for them, or how this experience may go. The creations, because you got so much adventure in you, and that other person gives them so much adventure, they can't, like, with the ace of air here, they're aloof over it. You know what I mean? Under the Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. I left out Libra last time, but I said Aquarius and Gemini, but I left out Libra. But Libra, now you in here, okay? And this is where they feel like the sword is up, okay, with the air. And they like the air everywhere, okay? They just everywhere. Airheadedness, aloof, wishy-washy, back and forth. Like, they might have a lot of good insight. They might be good business people, but when it comes to this particular thing we're talking about, this airhead ain't gonna get it, right? Because they got a lie going. They got something else going. Don't trust them. This is a reunion. They keep begging for the reunion. This is a soul tie, they said. I love your soul. But this soul tie reunion, let's see. Is it coming together? Is it coming together? They want to know. They want to know. It's pissed off because they can't get your reaction. Will you react to the person? Will you eventually react to the person? Will you? Under this reunion, they're asking. Friends. And it says influence. Friends is asking. Will you ever get back with Johnny? Where am I with my health goals? Where do I want to be? Why am I not there? And what will it take for me to be there? Okay, that's answering the question now. That's answering the question. Now they say it now. You said for this union to happen, where am I with my health goals? Am I reaching the goals of love with you? Where do I want to be? Are we going to be committed? Because before, when I was here, you didn't want to commit. It was unrequited, and it was also unavailable. Will you be available now? Okay, under this fears of an addict. It says, why am I not there? Why we ain't there yet already? Why do we have to have this if we was going to be there already? Okay, Spirit wants you to ask these questions. And it says, what would it take for us to be, or for me to feel well? Like, enough for us to be, if I feel like non-committal, and I feel like self-esteem is an issue here for you, and your fears is limiting us here because of what I know about the situation of the high priestess of intentions, and my self-care. When I relax and got my mind clear and calmed down, I could think clear, and I could see through you of the authenticity and of authority of your where you came as the king. I could see through it because you didn't come as the emperor, because the emperor would be the leader. He would be authority. He would be there. He wouldn't. I wouldn't have to ask him for what he's doing and how he's doing it. But the king, he came in the wands. He might be a little passionate for me again. He want to stir that new spark. But at the same time, is Spirit wanting us to do that? No, because of what they asked you here. If my body could talk, what would it say? I feed my body. Feed your body what it needs and feel nourished. Appreciate and love. Make some new exciting goals to take your health to the next level. And what did I say? If this person wasn't making you feel healthy and they was making you feel stressed out, if they was making you feel anxious, if they was making you feel mixed signals, if they was making you feel like, you know, the relationship was on the brink of breaking off or breaking up, or you was getting a breakthrough with them, okay? This is your message, okay? Because this is asking you, you are at a crossroads with this person, place or thing. And this is where clarity comes in. This is where the four of coins come in. You can't take this person's offer. You might have wanted to take this person's offer, but you cannot take this person's offer at this time. Okay? And also self-care is necessary for clarity, for meditation, for your for so you can find direction in this energy, okay? And for you to be powerful instead of powerlessness in this energy. You want to be powerful. Okay? Now, let's keep going. Let's get the rest of it. And then we'll go. Okay, so clarify the addict in this energy. What do they want to tell us about the addict under this energy? That this person got a lot of shit. They got their tentacles stuff suction too. They're still into other stuff. Okay, with the tentacle here. Stuff here. So we got the table. Let's lay it on the table. We got the crown. Here's crowns of glory. This is also the ladders. And then also rabbit, fertility. I told you it was a baby. This is the person that's crying. Then the E for everything. Everything I ever did to you. I'm sorry. I apologize because our apology came in there. But this is everything that I ever did to you. Because see, after a while, when this person realized that they can't get you back, and they realize that that issue or situation over there has ran its course because they don't got your energy no more. See, this crown ain't gonna be the crown of glory that they thought they had. It's gonna turn into like a thorn. Like it's gonna be like a thorn on their head. Okay, because see, that's gonna be where their sins show up. And see, just because Jesus was on the cross and he had a thorn crown, don't mean in persecution in your own self, right? When you go into these different, phases of darkness, that you don't get your own persecutions under these crowns, okay? Because this crown could be a crown of thorns, okay? And just like Jesus had, stakes put through his hands and through his feet, okay? These are your own persecutions of your own self. You do these to yourself now. Now, nobody do these to you. You do these to yourself. Okay? And these are the ladders of opportunity. So when you climb these ladders of cold and distant and doing things underminingly to others, because these is finding out things, okay? I spy, I find out. So this is the ladders that you climb, and these could be prowling into different things, doing different things sneakily behind other people's backs here, because this is about phobias. This is about crying over a situation where things was possible, now they ain't as possible as they used to be possible. Okay, the stability becomes instability. The harmony becomes disharmony, and the flow comes. It's out of control. It's unwavering. Okay. And with this feminine energy comes in here, it's in the reverse. That might not be your woman. That could be your ex woman. Okay, because she don't want you no more under here. Under awakening, that the Celtic is a situation at hand here. That spirit is letting you know about. The rabbits here. Let's see. Rabbit said that there's a third eye. This is also a conclusion to a situation to overcome. What will it take for me to feel well? What will it take for you to feel well with this person? Wisdom. You're going to know some things. It's going to be like a unicorn. It's going to be very unique in tactic. Let's see. Let's clarify the table. Clarify this table. It's all out on the table now. It's out on the table now that, this person wants reconciliation. This person was, insecure about some things that they have been doing. Right? Yeah, and it caused a conflict with the Five of Swords, Five of Wands here. It did cause that, and caused them to rest and retreat in the past too under this table. Okay, They had to rest and retreat because it did wound them for the things that they had done. Okay, the crowns of disappointment too. There's the crowns of unexpectedness, the crowns of being unnoticed, the crowns of the just their own disappointments. Right, where they have to stand alone and they have to stand up to their own things that they done. Okay, they have to stand up to these things. Okay, where they felt vulnerable and guarded. They got to stand up to those things. Okay, lovers, even if you did something behind the lover's back and that person questions you, you might not want to tell the person the truth, so you ghost. But at the same time, a real person will stand up. Yeah, Susie, I did it. I'm sorry. But the latter said it was a death. That was where you didn't want the death to come. So when they talked about this energy about being inevitable, and one was the inevitable, one was avoiding it. So at the end of the day, this person was trying to avoid the inevitable of, getting caught or ending a relationship with you, facing their real truth of passion that they really did, but reconciling or rebuilding the situation after something happens. Okay, but this talks about, let's talk about these rabbits here. Ooh, that came out a lot. So they came out with the King of Swords. That's my truth. Like I told you the truth, right? But then the Four of Pentacles says that I'm holding on way too tight to you, the situation. I can't walk away head or heart. You are embedded in me. But I walked away already because I went to something that was more abundant. Right? The third eye says that you are the abundant one because I needed your energy. You had that great A supply that I needed. That supply, that service, and that sex. Okay? That was all of the things that gave me and drove me under these phobias that you would limit me by taking them away. Now they got to sit on the King of Cups. Now I'm emotional, and I told you it could be flooding of emotions. But they want to charge right back in with the King, with the Knight of Swords. They want to charge right back in. If they could charge right back in today, they would. Right now, charging right in. Right, charge right back in. But wisdom says that they're not ready yet. Yeah, they're still juggling this situation or circumstance with another person, place, or thing. Okay, they're still juggling this situation or circumstances. I'm gonna turn the messages back on so you guys can. Okay, there you go. Okay, so now let's see. I can see here, Zake. Zake, I see you. Okay, so at the end of the day, this person, Four of Pentacles, is definitely want to be with you with a happy situation, right? If you could reconcile with them. But let's clarify the Ten of Pentacles, and I'm going to pull the last part of the energy. So I can see y'all messages now, okay? So we got the Emperor. So like I said, he wanted to be with you. He wanted to still be happy with you. But these are the nightmares that they still have. They still have nightmares of it's not working out. It's the doubt. Like a doubt that you will reconcile with them. Doubt. The third party has made this, like, put this relationship in shambles. And then hear them sleeping alone. This is them sleeping alone. So this has gotten bad when they sleeping alone. Okay. The Emperor, they party with the third party to the point where they're sleeping alone. This is a mental overload. This is also their solitude right now. This is them overthinking. This is also still thinking of a master plan. How they gonna come out of this? How do they lose everything with the Four of Cups here, saying I was holding on way too tight to a situation and I couldn't take another offer, but only to mental, needing the mental strength, the lack of self care. And this is also them just like feeling depressed here as well. Four of Swords. Four is resting and retreating from a situation or a circumstance that wounded them. After partying with the third party, this is his guilt. This is the guilt or regret here. Okay? Guilt or regret. Let's talk about it here. Last day. What did I do with it? What did I do with it? Oh, here. Friends might be influencing this person. Their friends. Let's see. Zake, nah, you hammered the one accurate. The Emperor and the Tarot is someone willing to learn and obtain knowledge, but not in this one. Not in this one. He is the authority. He is the authority of everything. So if this is just a king, he is the main one in the Yeah, he is the main one. He is the main man. When the emperor come in, when it's just a king, see a king could come in with all kinds of tricks and ticks up his sleeve. But when the emperor come, he stands in his authority. That's why I say it. If it ain't him, then I know this is somebody playing a game with you. Yeah. So at the end of the day, let's go. Let's clarify the last little bit, and I'm gonna say you can ask questions if you like. So 4 swords and the 5 of wands. Clarify on the table. Clarify what's on the table. Nothing, they don't got nothing else on the table right now for them. Clarify the 4 swords and the 5 of wands. The conflict and the resting and retreating. They say they clarified it here under the 4 of pentacles. Why they couldn't walk away. Yep, it ain't nothing, I'm telling you. It's not there, y'all. It's not there. Okay, so page of wands. Let's talk about the page of wands under the crown. This was the crown of thorns. Thorns. Because once you got the crown of thorns on, that's your own autonomy here. So that's your own persecution here. That's what they talk about the crowns. Right, that's the crowns. Crowns talk about how was this a crossroad. This is where they felt like they needed to be at this crossroad. This is also about the person that they had been dating, someone new. And like I told you, this was their strategy. This was their plan all along. But this kept you in the positive node here of the north node. This kept you there even after they had went to a crossroad where they couldn't choose between you and somebody else or that they was addicted to. Okay, somebody that stroked their toxic and bound them to a situation. But now they wanted to come back and reconcile with you under the situation, right? And that made a crossroads there because the lover in them was silent when it came to no contact. They were silent. This is them with them in a silent position, being silent, doing no contact with you. But when they all while this was a tactic they had to come back. Oh, let me go over here and check out. She won't mind if I go over there with this one. And while I do that with that one, these are the soul ties that they develop with us. So let's talk about the ooh, hit the floor. Back on it. That's the last one for the death. Alright, last one for the death. Yep. And that's the storm. That was the turmoil. But that also is the upheaval. That's also that's coming. If it has not happened, this is definitely coming. Because remember that spirit guide was warning you about it coming in anyway. They was telling you that these was their phobias. These are the things that they was that had possibility. But over here, it said that nah, cause you found out about what happened over here. You know what I mean? That's why they said that. And at the bottom of the deck, there's this is fated to meet. Okay, this is an important connection. Someone will definitely meet somebody in an important connection. Like if this situation, after you heal from this, you'll definitely meet something that's more important. Like this won't be the nightmare anymore. Wisdom will show you that love is available. You are more than enough. You are more than deserving of love, and like you deserve to be loved in the right way. And everything this person did with everything for E for everything, or the letter E for eat, I'm going to use it for everything. I appreciate that energy. The King of Wands. We can square it anytime and second, and it's a battle, and we going to war each and every day. Right, that's what the war that because that's so much passion. That could be aggression. That could be a lot of different things when it comes with the page with the King of Wands. So when he came in here, look how he came in though. Look how he came in for this energy. So he came in as the King of Pentacles, right? Right. Then he came in to clarify him. Let me go back, y'all. Of the King of Wands in this deck, right? So the King of Pentacles clarifies the King of Wands that we could battle. See, his swords go up and down, so we could battle back and forth all we want in this energy with him. Like that's how he battles, right there, right? He battles these things, but it could be battling heartbreak, right? He could be battling like being a player, right? But with a strategy, the player him from the Himalaya energy, like I play games, and when you play games, you might get dumb prizes out of these games, okay? But then it also talks about how he expresses his truth with these games, playing these strategy games, right? But then also it could be with an ace of water, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, right? But these was just facades, though. They was just his facades to get through what he wanted to get through in his energy as the King of Wands, that came in as the grounding of the pentacles of the King of Pentacles, right? But then it also said Mercury was in the energy as well, which talks about how he thought about it, how he reasoned with it, how how intellectual he was about it, how much movement he went with it, how much expression, right? How he traveled with it, with transportation, and the communication that he used to do whatever he said or he was doing with the facade, right? Because he had to have a tactic, a lie, or something to go with it in order for him to be able to get the how he thought about it together, right? Because Mercury talks about how you think about something. Now see, now like y'all talking to me, this is how he. Then when he knew that he needed to talk about something, he then became guarded and vulnerable about it, right? And then it says that the air sign came in, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius came in, which was made him aloof, made him feel like he was wishy-washy, made him feel like, had humanitarian was humility right here, right? So then he felt like, no, like these is his persecutions, like this is his crown, right? Because when you the king, right, you stand in your authority. You are the king. You wear the crown, right? But when you doing deceptive things of the distorted masculine energy, you become doing, that's not your authority. When that's not your authority when you feeling guarded and vulnerable, that's not your authority. When you feeling facades, that's not your authority, right? When you feeling like you feeling like you need to express your truth, that's your authority, right? But when you playing a strategy and a player, that is not your authority, right? When you getting heartbroken and shattered, that is not your authority, right? In that energy. So when it comes to you being how you stood up with the king, you drop down to the King of Wands. Mm-hmm. Yes, right. So when you came in as the King of Wands, now you jump down to the page. Like this is very little passion for a lot of things. Now you might be passionate, but just for the things you want to do, right there. And then when it comes to the crossroad, you ain't know which way to go. If you wanted to go with this person over here that had you addicted to something, or back to the person where you can't reconcile with this other person, but the person that was you was after, now is in a positive note, caring for themselves, self-care, motivated, and doing things for their own, goals, right? And now you don't know what direction to go. Now you lack direction. But this was inevitably going to happen in the first place because of how the upheaval came, right? So that's I'm just going back, and this is dating someone new. This tells what you was doing. That's not you standing in your autonomy if you're already in a situation with a new person or already in a relationship with a person already. How you gonna be with dating somebody new already in a relationship? How that work? Right? And this is also reconciling and a rebuild, right? This is no contact now because that person can't communicate with you because of the things that they know you know now about what they did with intentions of wisdom. You know now. High Priestess told you. This is their tactic. This was to control you, right? And then this is also about the lover that they were seeing, right? So that's the breakdown of the energy. Karmic has no deadline. It definitely does not have a deadline. It will come. It will until you get your lesson in it. Yep. Oh, nice. Right. Flora's true feelings for me. Flora. Let's talk about Flora. Flora's true feelings for you. Flora. Let's go. Oh, Flora hit the floor. Flora might be gone. Flora might be gone. Let me see, because he hit the floor. Flora said, until debt tears us apart, contracts, careers, and commitments. So I don't know. Like, did y'all have some kind of situation of money where money broke y'all apart? Or is she there for money? Flora. Is Flora with you for money? Because it says until debt tears y'all apart. That one. And then and it was a different season coming, summer. So was it short-lived? Oh, it will be. She only there for some short time for money. Saturn returns for her or you.
Saturn return says, I achieve. Once she achieved what she want, she'll be back out the door of honor, wisdom, ambition, structure, discipline, or restriction. You restrict her from something. She'll be working out of the 10th house.
All right, y'all, I'm gonna give y'all one prayer. She is good earning. Well, good earning here, but this is gonna tear you apart because she wants somebody else with earning too. I don't know. She do make good money. That it says, if anyone is in Christ, he is a new creation. The old has gone, the new has come. 2 Corinthians 5 and 17. Okay? Above all, keep loving one another earnestly. Peter 4 and 8. Okay. All right, you guys, if you are liking these types of messages, may you subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notification along with the thumbs up. I appreciate you guys tuning in when we come on. I will be a little back a little later. I did stop yesterday at, I think I needed to do Libra, and then I'll be doing Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces, all sign yes and no answers tonight. All right, you guys, thank you for joining. She loves you. The sun shines for you guys of growth. There's more opportunity of growth. Yes. Namaste.